So I just got finished with the doctor. I had to fast this morning, and so I got up at 12:30, which is early for me, and I haven't had anything. I forgot, and I drank a little bit of my Spark. That's how much of my Spark I drank this morning before I realized I wasn't supposed to have Spark. And they did a blood test, and they wanted me to do a pap smear, which I thought was weird. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. They wanted to do an EKG, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen either. And I just explained to her, I'm like, I'm just really not in a good place mentally right now, and I'm not crazy. I really hate that the world has such a freaking stigma on people who just don't feel well emotionally. And I have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday with a therapist, and so I think that's gonna help. She did briefly touch on medications, and that's an issue too, because I don't really want to take medication, but I may have to, because I just literally can't function. And so I woke up this morning to an email that I have to have a one-on-one with my boss tomorrow, and I haven't responded, and I don't know what to think. The last time I did a one-on-one, I had a one-on-one with Jakar, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I literally had to go out back and cry for 20 minutes afterwards, and I felt embarrassed and humiliated, and now things with me and Jakar are awkward, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't want to get fired. When it comes to the basic components of the job, I can do my job. I can do my job and then some. But people just don't like me. And I guess I'm either too bitchy, or I'm too happy, or I'm too something for everyone. I don't fit in, and I don't know why. I try to be nice to everyone. I really do like people, and I just really do want to be friends with people, but there's just literally something about me that's appalling, I guess. And I want to think that it's not something as petty as the fact that my bridge fell out and I don't have top teeth right now, because it's really petty. If you're just literally not liking someone because they don't look, cosmetically gorgeous, I'm sorry, but you have issues. That's just wrong. I'm so much more than what's going on with my teeth. And anyway, I want to be okay, I'm fighting the emotion. I'm fighting, I keep trying to tell myself, and this might sound stupid, but when the thoughts come into my head of anxiety and stuff, I just imagine them writing on it what the thought is on a sheet of paper, and I cancel it. I put a big X on it in my head, and I send it away, go away. I'm not going to think that thought. I'm not going to have that thought right now. And then I just try to focus on just the pure love and light, that's in me, and it's just really hard. And I guess the thought that I came here mainly to share was that let me see if I can get it out. Where I'm at right now, I have friends, I have people that I know, but they don't really feel like friends to me. And I think that's another way that I'm broken. Because I just love trying to find a good word, actively, I guess. And I was loved very actively. My mother, here, let me just give you an example. I speak so much better in examples. My mother was the kind of person that when she would see me, she was always happy to see me. And she would always tell me, I love you so much, and it would just be so much joy in her voice. Like, you are just so awesome, and I just love you so much. And it's like, I got it, man. I got it. And she would, just always say, like, I'm always going to be here for you. You call me if you need anything, And then, like, when I would call her and I would need something, like, she would just get on it, And a lot of people in my family would say, oh, you're really spoiled. And I'm like, but hold on a second. Am I spoiled in that, I don't have a nice car. I don't have, like, all this great stuff. I'm just literally spoiled by love. Is that really being spoiled? Is that a bad thing? And anyway, I wanted to be that for my children. And the first few years of being a mother, I was kind of bad at it. But I have a friend who's like this with me. Her name is Elizabeth. And she rejoices. Like, when I call her, she's like, hello, darling. How are you? It's so good to hear from you. I just want you to tell me every single thing, like what's going on. And just, there's an excitement in her voice. There's a sincerity in her voice that she really, really, really does have 10 or 15 minutes. She's busy. She's got 2 little kids. She's got a husband. She's got a sick dad. She is not able to talk to me on the phone 24 hours a day. But when I do talk to her, I get that I have her full attention and that she cares about me and that she will actively try to find me, work with me to talk about whatever's bothering me or to find a solution to my problem. And she creates a space for me to be authentically who I am. And my mom did that too. Like, even when I was bad, she would talk to me about it, but she never made me feel like there was something just really wrong with me because I chose to do things differently than her, or I was more outgoing. She was very kind of low-key, I guess, and chill, and I wanted to go and do things. And she would worry about me, and she would voice those worries, but she was also just really supportive. And I think, honestly, my biggest issue, guys, is that people don't love like that anymore. And not only can I not find anybody to love me that way, people make me feel like a freak when I love them that way. I mean, I will literally be the friend who will jump up and down for joy when it's time for us to go have coffee together. Like, there's like this fucking virus of coolness. Oh, you just gotta be cool. It's that stupid shit, that high school shit that we all learn in high school, that you gotta be chill, you gotta be cool, that Danny Zuko mentality or whatever, when he was literally fucking in love with Sandy. And he damn near lost her and ruined that because he was trying to be so cool about it. And I don't care about coolness. I don't care if you like me or not. I mean, if you want to be friends, I'm going to be friends with you. But if you don't want to be my friend, I'm going to go find somebody who wants to be my friend. Like, I'm not insecure. I'm just fucking living with a huge heart that just wants to connect with people and wants to make a difference in this world. And it's just like, I don't know if I'm going through a test, if like the world is like resetting me, or I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. I did just move to this city, and we've only been here, November 1st will be a year that we've really been living in Plano. And I think a lot of the time, because I have been hurt a lot, I don't let people in as readily. Like, okay, here's another good example, is the boss that I had the one-on-one with a few weeks ago. Like, when I first started working with him, I was super excited to be his friend. We like all the same things, and we would have these great conversations, and we had a great time at work. And then I don't know why he just shut me down. I don't know why. And I thought that I was going to be able to trust him and love him and be in a good friendship with him where we were going to be excited to see each other, and then out of the blue he just shut me down. And I don't know why, and I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but things like that cause me to be guarded. Like, I just literally don't want to open up to anybody else at work now, and this is just like a reoccurring problem. I might find one person at work, like when I was at Do-Si-Do, I really connected with Melissa Renthrop, and she was amazing, and I still talk to her. We don't get to talk as much anymore, but like she more or less gets me, and she rejoices with me. She says affirming words, like she's here for the friendship. She's here, with as busy as she is as well. I get that she's created a space for our friendship, and that's just really all I want and need. And what is so bad about that, and why is it so hard to find? I'm sure that I'm demonizing it myself and making my own problems in a lot of ways, but I just have days to where I just don't want to live in a world where it's hard to navigate love. Like, why is it hard to navigate love? Like, oh my God. Like, really, love is like the most important, best, greatest thing in the whole world. Just really, like what's better than loving someone and being loved? But yet it's just fucking demonized everywhere. Like, the minute somebody tries to love you, we're just like, whoa, hold on. What are your intentions? I do that too sometimes. And it sucks. It just sucks that it is the way it is. And I hate it, and I want to change it, and I don't know how to change it. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kind of here. And just taking things day by day and hoping and praying that maybe, whatever's up there is awake and listening and hearing me and just about to pounce, like maybe all this pain that's just come out of nowhere all of a sudden the last few months, like maybe it's just me getting prepared that something big is going to happen. I joked around with a girl on TikTok. She's like a Zodiac girl that had posted some things that I was like, oh yeah, like that makes sense, because I do love Zodiac type stuff. And we were talking about love, and I was like, I just want to make a church of love, like the fellowship. Like right now I don't even really like church things. That's a whole other story of my journey with Christianity and where I'm at now. I do kind of identify more as agnostic now. I think something's there, but I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is anymore. I'm not going to say it's God when somebody else thinks it's Allah. I don't know. I want to be respectful of what everybody believes. So, and even for me, like, I don't know, it could be Allah. What if they're right? What if Christianity is wrong? We don't know. Like, we just really don't know. So I'm not going to say it anyway. But even with my background with Christianity and stuff, like for a long time I didn't want to go to church. And then when I got here, thanks COVID, mid-February, I started going to the Unitarian church, and I just really liked it. I was like, oh yeah, it's like, this is awesome. It's fellowship. Like, we had a craft night, and we ate dinner, like we ate lunch after service, and I met these people and these women, and I had like a women's lunch with them, and I was like, oh my God, like this is so awesome. I'm being social with these women that are, all inclusive, and like they're not going to shun me because I believe that, homosexual people deserve the same rights as everyone else. They're not going to shun me because I believe that black people deserve to not be shot while they're living their lives. Like, I'm a pretty passionate liberal. Sorry if that offends anybody, but it's just because I believe so passionately in human rights, and I was just so excited to be in a fellowship with people who also believe that as well. And then COVID shut that down. So going back to my thought is that, like, I don't know, like, what if we started a church that was just a love church where we just all came together and we're just like, you know what, we're not going to talk about, we're not necessarily going to sit here and tell you what the Bible says, and we don't need to sing songs unless we want to sing, Raise Your Glass by Pink, but let's just fucking have a love session to where we can just really take turns, like maybe sharing like what's going on with you, and we're going to love you and support you. Like, I want to do something radical that just really makes a difference in people's lives, because you got to be the change you want to see in the world, and I mean, that's what I need right now. I would love to find something like that, a group of people that could help me be more trustful of humans, and a group of people that the relationship could be, like, hey, I'm going to Walmart. You want to go to Walmart with me? You know, like stupid shit like that. You know, like, yeah, I'll ride to Walmart with you, you know, to where you just talk about stuff like, just like real friendships. And so that when you do have to go through things like, you know, traumatic doctor's appointments, you know, you have somebody there, you know, that you can text, and they're just like, they can give you all the encouraging words and the laughs and the things that you need. And, you know, I think some of us have these built into our families, but good God, a lot of us don't. And there needs to be a supplement, you know, a supplemental family stuff, you know, and it needs to not revolve around Jesus. Sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but Jesus is just not for everybody. It just needs to revolve around, you know, I will say this, the whole love thing, like 1 Corinthians 13, I think that's a good example of love. I think that's a good starting place right there, you know. I think the Bible has a lot of good things in it, but I think it's got some issues too. Anyway, I don't even want to go there because that's a whole can of worms. I really do need to go eat, anyway, for those of you who have reached out to me, let me tell you, man, you've literally given me life for the last 24, 48 hours. I can't even tell you enough. For anybody who's just finding this, I apologize about my teeth issues. It's the smallest part of my problem right now. I know it's going to get fixed soon, but it is weird to look at. And then for anybody who is resonating with the pain that I feel, just, good God, find my email me, like text me. I'll give you my private number. Like, I don't want anybody to have to be out in the world and feel alone and just like they're not enough or they're not worthy, you know, like, it's just stupid. It's just really stupid, you know. I mean, we literally have electric cars now and we can't support each other. Like, what the fuck? I'm not okay with this. Anyway, I'm here for love, guys. It's just kind of my mission, and I'm just going to end it at that because I'm really hungry. They wouldn't let me eat this morning, and I got to go find food, and I got to walk to find food. So it's an hour and 30 minutes from our family vehicle, so I'm going to start walking that way. If I make it, that's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot of exercise for me, but I may have to stop in the middle and Uber the last 2 miles. It's 4 miles, so let's see if I can do it. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.